Flooding is ancient. It is rhythmic and it is indifferent. You know, rivers swell, coastlines shift, and rain insists. In ecological terms, floods are not errors. They are part of how landscapes breathe, how they redistribute nutrients, and how they renew life. Yet to humans, a flood rarely feels like renewal. It feels like invasion. You know, the difference lies in perception. Human beings are wired for stability. We build identities around permanence, homes, routines, roads, boundaries. Flooding disrupts all of these at once. What was predictable becomes uncertain. What was mine becomes temporarily uncontrollable. You know, psychologically, this triggers a threat response, not because water is unnatural, but because loss of control is. Uh, and there are three primary ways people perceive and react to flooding. First is threat perception. Floods activate survival instincts. The brain prioritizes safety over logic, releasing stress responses that heighten fear, urgency, and sometimes panic. You know, even minor flooding can feel catastrophic because it signals vulnerability. Second is meaning making. Humans rarely experience events as neutral. Floods are often interpreted through emotional, cultural, or even spiritual lenses as punishment, neglect, or climate injustice, or even government failure. You know, this shapes reactions beyond the physical event. Two people can experience the same flood but carry completely different psychological outcomes depending on the story they attach to it. You know, third is memory imprinting. Floods they leave strong emotional memories, especially when tied to loss of property, displacement, or instability. Uh, These memories influence future behavior, making people either hypercautious or, in some cases, desensitized. A single flood can reshape how someone relates to rain, rivers, or even entire environments. You know, spiritually, there is also a deeper tension. Uh, Nature operates on cycles, but humans seek linear progress. Flooding interrupts that illusion. It reminds people that control over environment is partial, not absolute. Now, this can create frustration, denial, or resistance, especially in areas where infrastructure or governance is expected to prevent such events. You know, at the same time, communities often respond with resilience. Social bonds strengthen, informal support systems emerge, and collective identity becomes more visible. In this way, while flooding destabilizes physical structures, it can reinforce social ones. You know, in short, the human reaction to flooding is not just about water. It is about disrupted certainty, challenged control, and the stories people construct to make sense of both. You know, my people hail, hail.